My name is Zeke Hathaway. Zeke Hathaway, be exact. And I expect I might be about 100 years old now. I was born around the year 1830, they say. Weren't no records kept for us back then. At least none that I ever know about. I was born in the forest of Prince George, not a stone throw from the brick church. First 20 so years of my life, I growed up working tobacco. Now, I was owned by the Hathaways. They used to send us over to Marlborough to work tobacco. They send us over to Bladenburg to work the docks, up to Queen Anne to work cabbage, kale, watercress, whichever the land was bearing. We moseyed over to the Washington district to fetch slaves from the auction, a few times in my recollection. You ever hear folks say that they worked from can't see to can't see? I'm expecting it might have been thought of right yonder in the forest of Prince George County, Maryland. I remember how much I used to hate working for somebody else, sun up to sundown that way. Many times I was whomped on the head or felt the business end of a lash cause of my daydreaming about freedom and having my own. I seen a lot of free men in my travel, and I had done been bit by the free man bug. And when I was 22, mayhap, or thereabout, I'm thinking it was 1851, mayhap 52. There's a lot of talk about this here lady they's calling Moses, who leading her people to freedom. When I first heard of it, there's a leaping in my heart like it was gonna jump out my chest. And every minute of the waking day, and every night I'd be sleeping was spent either thinking or dreaming about this here lady. But I never uttered a word of it to nary a soul. I had seen talk of escape, get a man back split open from the cat o' nine. And I know the few of them was sold downriver for the mere mention of freedom. And as I'm recollecting back on it, it was 1852, the month of May it was. I remember the Hathaway fussing about it being too much rain and the crops was going to be sogged out. Old man Whiskers, he whispered to me, he said, "Boy, that look in your eye tell me you should be over to the church road around midnight. The general is leading a train up yonder." He said this to me without even looking up at me. My heart didn't want them skipping thing again, because I know they call the Moses lady the general sometime. I can't rightly explain the pounding in my chest most of all that day. I'd have feared to go near people on account that they might hear the thumping. But on a warm, foggy night in the month of May, 1852, my life changed forever. I remember my stomach was singing the Miss Mill song and doing flips as I moseyed up to a clearing behind the birches spread right off in the church room. There exactly 8 people standing by when I count myself. We all looking bug-eyed and kept peering over our shoulder. We all know that the least was the bullwhip and the waist was the hangman noose if we was caught. But the thing I remember most about that night was the calm seemed to be spread all around that little lady, like we was in the middle of a cloud or something. Now I'm thinking Miss Hyde gonna be a big old woman, calling her Moses and the general and all. But she this little taintsy thing, what was fattening the wretch 100 pounds, if she would die. Oh, but there's a horseshoe iron in that woman's eyes. She told us that we's headed up yonder to Chester County, Pennsylvania, and that there is a society of friends gonna help us. She tell us not to be afeard cause of these here friends, cause they gonna be white ones. I remember she looked each one of us hard to the eye. She had a shooting iron in her left hand, and she say 5 words that sound like the Lord himself was whispering to me. I ain't never gonna forget them 5 words to my grave. She say, they ain't no turning back.